Stace. I am back today with another Friday PIP, which is our Pinterest inspired project. I'm also today sharing with you guys my design team project for Made It. So it's kind of like a two-in-one video. And today we're making a really cute gift card holder. There's the outside. It does have a belly band. Open that up and you can see we have the gift card pocket and a spot for our greeting. Pretty simple to make. The first thing you will need is a piece of cardstock. This is 2 3/4 by 11. You'll want the same color cardstock for our band. This is 3/4 by 8.5. The same color cardstock again for the outside greeting. This is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Then for our white pieces, we have 2 of them that are 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. One that is 2 1/2 by 3 1/4, and this one is, let me just double check that one, 2 by 1 1/2. So the first thing we're going to do is grab the larger piece and do some scoring. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer and my bone folder, and we're going to first score this one at 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 is the first score mark. Then you want to go down to 7 1/2. So 3 3/4 and 7 1/2. I'm going to take that out, set that aside for a moment, and go ahead and crease on your score marks, making sure you're straight. Now when you have it toward you, you will see one flap is shorter. See how that one's shorter than my score mark? So this is the front. This is going to be our pocket. What you want to do is cut from this corner to that corner. So what I do, just take my thumb on the bottom left-hand corner, bring my trimmer in. We're going to line up our trimmer on that piece there. So bring that in. I'm lining up the corner of my cardstock with the grid line or the cut line on my trimmer, and also the corner of that score mark. Bring that in, hold it down, and just go ahead and cut that off. So now it's going to look like that. Okay, so our little pocket. All right, now while we have our trimmer out, we have our 3 pieces of white cardstock again, and we have the smaller one, and this one is 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. You want to go the 3 1/4 side, the longer side, and line up the 2 corners again in where your blade is going to go. Hold that down, make sure you're straight or somewhat straight. Hold that down. We're going to go ahead and cut that in half, so we'll have 2 pieces like that. All right, we're done with that. Now we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to bring in some scrap paper on my pieces here. And the 2 stamps I'm using are from Made It. The first one is called Blessings. I'm using with a grateful heart for our greeting, and also the leaves to create our own pattern paper. Next one is called Happy, and I'm using Happy Mother's Day. And I already have all those guys on my blocks. You can see here's my leaves, just kind of all scattered around there. I'm using a brown ink. We're going to take one of these, like that, and we're just going to stamp the leaves on our ink and create our own pattern paper. I love doing this, creating our own paper. So pretty with this stamp set as well. Just be sure to rotate it so you're not creating a pattern, even though we are creating our own pattern paper. All right, and another one right there. So we have that one. Now we have our piece right here for the pocket. Again, you want to stamp that one as well. Maybe we'll do this one up here. Okay, so we have that one. Now you want to grab the one for the inside greeting, and I'm using Happy Mother's Day. They're already on my block, and that again is from the Happy stamp set. Now I'm going to stamp this crooked. I find if I go crooked, it's better than me trying to go straight. Alright, so we have that. Now we have the other piece we're going to stamp with a grateful heart, and that is from the same Blessing stamp set. Oh, wrong piece. Our white piece, the smaller square that we have. Go ahead and stamp that, making sure you're straight or trying to get straight. Okay, pretty good. Alright, so our stamping is all done. We can go ahead and close all those guys up and set all that aside and work on assembly. Alright, so we have our pieces here. I'm going to flip it over. So I have the pocket on my left hand or my right hand side. Take your glue. I'm using art glitter glue. I get this from mademadeit.com. Going to glue that up. And we're going to put this on this piece here. Just make sure you're straight. Okay, Now we have our pattern paper that's going to go on this side right here for the front. And that's easy. The nice thing, you can make 3 of these out of 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, aside from the belly band. But you don't need a belly band. You know, you can always tie a bow around it, tie a ribbon around it. All right, we're going to flip it over and grab our greeting part. And this is great for Mother's Day, Father's Day, really anything. And you can just change out the paper. You can make your own paper or use your favorite paper. That's going to go in here on the left-hand side of that. All right, so it's going to look like that. Okay, now I want to glue this down. Before I glue that down though, I'm actually going to grab my gift card and put it in there. I'm going to use, again, the same glue. You want to use a liquid glue here. I find if you use like a tape runner, the glue never dries, so your gift card might get snagged on it. So I'm putting my gift card there and just bringing this down. This way my gift card will create a little gap, so I'm not super tight when I'm gluing this down here. All right. Wasn't that easy? All right, now let's go ahead and finish our assembly. So we have our stamp piece here with our greeting. Go ahead and glue that on or together to layer those guys up. Making sure you're straight or somewhat straight. I tend to go for somewhat straight. All right, you're gonna put your gift card in there so it's the fullest it's going to be. Then you want to take that band or the belly band piece. I'm putting it in the back first and just kind of bringing it toward the front. Making sure you don't want to go super, super tight. Okay, when I have it like that, and you can see there's like a little bit of a gap there. You don't want to go super tight. Just take it and pinch your sides. I'm going to take that, line it up, make sure I'm straight. Take my bone folder, do the same for this piece, like that. Okay, I'm going to put glue on one part of this. Okay, so now we have our seam there. I'm just going to push to give that a minute to dry. Then we're going to do a little test fit here. You can see it's tight, but it's not horribly tight. Okay, so that's going to go right there. So we have the seam in the front, and we're going to hide that with our greeting here. And I'm going to grab some little pop dots. I think I'm just going to use 5 of them. I think that'll be fine. All right, 2 more. How simple, right? I'm going to give all that a little squish. Take the backing off of them. And light on the front. So with a grateful heart, happy Mother's Day. There you have it, guys. Here's that one. And then we have this one as well. This is just a lighter brown color, and this is a darker brown. Alright, there you have it, guys. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.